You be so paranoid. All right, that's different. But who just rang the bell? But who just rang the bell? But who just rang the bell? All right, Rage, you see us on YouTube? Rage. Well, hold up. I don't hear nothing. Oh, you're muted right now, Rage. What the fuck?
I'm refreshing the page.
Yeah, you're unmuted now. I hear you.
Okay, no. No, I don't see us live yet. No.
I see people commenting and shit on there. So,
okay.
Like, peace, let's go, and all that type of shit. So,
okay.
We on. What up, y'all? We in the house.
Okay, there it is. Let's see what happens.
In the house. House.
Okay, there it is. Let's see what happens.
Turn your YouTube. Mute the YouTube page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. And we back. Digger will be here in a minute. She's doing what women do. Putting on some shit. Putting on some lashes or some sort of face paintery. Some sort of weavery or a wig. I don't know what accoutrements women use. They use many accoutrements, but
yes,
she's putting on some of her accoutrements. Yes. Speaking of accoutrements, Godfrey.
Yes.
Where's your famous pipe? Where's
my pipe? I left it in the den. It's in the reading lab.
In the study? You left it in the study?
I left it in my study. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I've been meaning to get a pipe.
You should get one. It helps you ponder. You have a beard. Get a pipe with your beard.
Ponder? As I stroke my beard.
Yes.
My pipe. Well, until that day, good sir.
Yes.
I shall create my own smoking devices. Why, yes.
Yes.
But a pipe is definitely... Well, hang on. I may have another pipe.
There we go.
Another pipe of sorts.
Yes.
Yes. Whoa.
Yes.
But that's for another time. We'll be smoking from pipes.
Yes.
Well, welcome back to the goddamn Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
Godfrey.
Fact checker Rage.
Now, for those of y'all that have been following us, and now me and Godfrey said this immediately, but take a look at Rage right now. Does Rage look like he lost a little bit of weight? Like, does his face look a little slimmer?
Show his ass.
Come on, give us a little, you know what I mean?
Rage.
Profile or something. Come on, show that slim down fucking figure of yours. You got a neck now.
Far from ready.
I feel like you look like you lost a little weight, Rage, and I think, you know, not from an illness. Well, then that's good.
Yes,
right.
Sir.
Nope.
Absolutely.
I know some people were asking about you because on some of the previous shows you were looking a little peaking, a little under the weather. Are you okay, brother? For those of you that are, for those that
just the hours, man, that this house arrest stuff got me all inverted, you know?
House arrest.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because you see the title of the live stream says Yanadameen Godcast House Arrest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Because let's make no mistake about it. A quarantine is for sick people.
Right.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
If you're sick, you are under quarantine.
Right.
If you're healthy, and what's going on right now? Oh, we're under house arrest. Okay? Right. And all you conscious motherfuckers, you're a house nigga right now.
Oh!
No mistake about it. Okay? Me included. We've all been forced to be house niggas. Now, how you feel about that, house nigga?
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that, house niggas? Does it get under your skin? Does it bother you? I ain't no fucking house nigga. Yes, y'all.
As the great Paul Mooney would say, nigga, all you motherfuckers is house niggas. Welcome to motherfucking white supremacy. I done told you niggas, but you niggas didn't want to listen.
I told you niggas it was coming, and now the
I told you niggas it was coming, but you didn't want to listen. Now go cook me some grits and shut the fuck up.
Hey, shout out to Xavier, brother.
Back.
Chat.
Give me some pancakes and fry me some chicken, bitch. You a house nigga. Welcome. I told you, but niggas didn't want to listen. They didn't want to listen to me. They just kept walking around like little slaves, and now your slave owners have really taught you to stay in the house now. Now you're a real nigga now. and these white folks don't play. They're the real devil. I told you. You motherfuckers been partying and twerking and shit, and now your ass done twerked your ass to COVID-19.
You know, think about COVID. Everybody knows what it's like to be in. Yes, white people
have the what is it? They have the oh shit. What is it? What does they call it? Shit, for the protection. The
complexion for the protection.
The protect, yeah.
The complexion for the protection.
The complexion for the protection. And now they collected.
Okay. But now white people is, oh, what? I have to stand outside the grocery store and wait on what?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm kind of enjoying. I'm kind of enjoying crossing the street when I see them. I like kind of avoid them like they do us on regular days.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like to go, oh, get away from me.
Listen, I in no shape, form, or fashion buy into the whole social distancing and, you know, I don't feel that that's keeping us safe or anything like that. But sometimes when I'm out, you know, I feel like enforcing it just to be an asshole. Like, because sometimes people are too close to you anyway, even when there was no
which is usually white people.
You know what I mean? You be online and this nigga's damn near, and you like, yo! Like,
yeah.
I do I fucking feel your breath on my neck, you fucking shit.
There's some advantages.
Now you got an excuse to be like, yo, motherfucker, ain't supposed to be 6 feet, motherfucker.
There's some advantages to this shit, man. It's like, yeah, I don't want you near me anyway. Fuck out of here.
Hey, nigga.
Don't say hi to me. Don't say nothing. Keep your mask on. I want to see your fucking mouth.
Peace to the queen.
Who y'all talking about?
Who's that?
What are you
Oh,
It's hard to hear you right now.
Oh, wait, hold on.
And why you got birthday balloons behind you?
yeah. What's that about?
Hold on 1 second.
You know somebody blow those up with COVID breath. They're not safe.
Is that better? I
That's
had you on.
better. There you go. We can hear you now, sister.
Yeah, y'all was on Bluetooth. I was actually jamming, trying to throw my little face on real quick. Hi, everybody.
You know
Hey.
Oh,
Those are not birthday balloons. Those are Valentine's Day balloons that
damn.
that we snagged from the Lauryn Hill concert.
Well, you might as well keep them up there because we might be here till then.
Oh, wait, and when you said that we snagged, I'm gonna take a good guess that one of the we's was Foxy Alex.
Nope.
Oh.
No, even though you know she's notorious for
She's famous for that. Remember when we did the concert?
No, but you know, she's terrible because she's announcing that we stealing some shit, getting us popped.
Right, I was like, you need to shut your ass up and just grab that shit and go. What's wrong with you? What kind of thief is you?
What's up, y'all? I missed y'all. We shooting like once a month now in the apocalypse. What's going on?
Nah. To be honest, last week I was having a little mouth problem. I had a little toothache and my shit was feeling a little swollen. And I just didn't want to get on camera with a swollen mouth. And
you know, motherfuckers will say something if you come on. They'll be like, "Yo, what's wrong with your mouth, nigga?"
Exactly. That nigga got COVID in his mouth.
That nigga got AIDS and shit, yo. That nigga caught that shit.
Yo, Lord, Jamal, man.
I thought you had forgot where you came from for a minute. You know, got your little scene on For Life and forgot us little people. Got your 50 Cent repost forgetting where you came from.
Did you get to see it?
Yeah, of course. I've been watching that show from day one. It's
okay.
Awesome.
Did you enjoy seeing your brother on there?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And let me just tell the people, he's way more intimidating on the show. He's such a teddy bear in real life.
Hey.
No, he's not. That's what he is. He's hardcore, goddammit.
He got guns to all of us. It was definitely a great, you know what I mean? Great experience. It was, a good look. Was happy to do it. Got a lot of positive feedback. Everybody's, yo, you did your thing. Yo, you really did your thing. And I'm like, yo, thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't been doing it this long for no reason. Like, people are not putting me in these shows because I went gold and platinum and I can bring like millions of followers to these shits. Like, I'd be winning I'd be auditioning like anybody else and winning the role. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
good for you. So we can properly put some respect back on your name. Lord Jamar, esteemed artist from the legendary rap group Brand Nubian / actor.
Yes.
As opposed to Lord Jamar from Vlad TV. We love to see it.
Okay.
We love to see it. Salute to you, bro. And congrats.
Why, thank you. So anyway, and it's also, I honestly work a lot off of, just inspiration, being inspired. And I don't know, something about the shit, all of this shit that's going on, man, just,
yeah.
like you want to talk to the people, but then it's like, it's just, this shit is just so fucking, a lot of it is depressing. You know what I mean? Which is making
Not to tell you. I actually had a conversation. I was having a couple of conversations with some artists. Like, you think with all of this downtime would be the time to get creative. You can knock out your albums and you got all time in the world to write and get to all of the stuff that you've probably been putting off because we've been so busy on the go. But at the same time, it's like, where the hell do you find inspiration from being cooped up in the house day after week after week, and you know, everything on the news or just anything on TV period is depressing. Every new Netflix show is pandemic related. Where's the inspiration in that?
Yeah.
Did you get the beats I sent you?
Huh?
Did you get those?
Yes, I did. I did not get to listen to them yet, but I absolutely did get them. I've got them all lined up, ready to go.
Now, I just say that to say, those are the first beats I've made through this whole thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, you would think, oh, yeah, motherfucker got time. He's just going to be sitting home. And
right.
Like, nah. Like I'm actually looking into other shit and all this type of shit, but it's like,
exactly.
I just recently am gotten the, you know, like digging and, you know what I mean? All of that shit and putting some shit together or whatever the case may be. But, you know, yeah, man, something about this time, man, that is pulling away from a lot of creativity, probably for a lot. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean,
there's no end. There's no end. It's like there's kind of no end. Like, you know, sometimes you kind of want a deadline for something.
Right.
I want a deadline. Like, hey, have it by this time. Okay, cool.
And not only just that, right? A lot of times you want to have somewhere to go.
Yes.
See, like I really enjoyed every week. On Wednesday, I got to get my shit together. We're going to go to the Black Lady Theater and we're going to fucking shoot this fucking show. You know what I mean? Like, and the enthusiasm for that, you know what I mean, is higher than, you know, and you got a whole checklist of shit you got to do. All right, I'm going to pick up dig on that. It's a whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? Now it's like, all right, I'm going to set up my light, you know, in the room. I'm going to set up my light in the room that I've been chilling in probably all fucking day.
I just had a big debate with someone about, you don't understand what it means to like leave out, get in your car and drive somewhere. Like, yes, right now everything is closed. Like, yes, right now there really is no destination. But it's something about getting up and getting in a car and driving and listening to like music hit different, like everything just hits different in that process. And like
interacting with people and not being scared of each other. I would go get Digger. Then what do we do, Digger? We go to like 7-Eleven maybe and get fucking slushies or some shit.
We get our
donuts just before the fucking the Holland Tunnel and
the 2-hour ride. We're debating about what we're gonna debate about.
we're fucking having fucking cat and dog arguments and shit in the fucking car. Like, by the time we get to the fucking shit, we be so tired. But then it's like, hang on, we're gonna stop at our favorite little retail outlet right on the corner of Nostrand and Atlantic, and
we're gonna stop at the store and see if they got some new felines, some new
kicks or something. You know what I mean? We're gonna take it up the block. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna see Rage, Johnny Fastlane, and Sid, and you know Michaela and Jay Netta, and
man.
How are they doing?
And Sharice and Omar. You know what I mean? And
how are they doing?
Chief.
They're chilling.
And the dog, you know what I mean? And
jerk chicken.
And then I go get some jerk chicken for the peoples.
Hell yeah.
Crew, and come on, man. That was all a thing. Like, and that was something that was like, that motivated me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I like doing this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like getting up. Like, that's a good thing. And it's, you know, and we're doing it for a good cause. We're doing it for the people. We're trying.
The cause where the chat is at.
For the people
holla.
That they don't have. Like, you know what I mean?
It's to the point. It's to the point where I'm like, can we just get in the car and drive somewhere other than the grocery store? Like, I can't take it. Fucking going nuts.
Well, they talk about drive-in movies might come back.
Oh, that would be.
You know what?
Fuck.
I actually not too long ago said that's something that could be brought back because I think they have them.
They still got them in like Atlanta. I know they got them in Atlanta. And I
if I'm not mistaken,
in Jersey somewhere.
I did see an episode on Insecure. I don't know if it was driving, but it was definitely like everybody just kind of spread their blankets on the grass and have like a pop-up movie screen or something. I saw in one of the episodes of Insecure, and I was like, dude, I wonder where we could, pull something like that off in Newark. That I thought
driving is a good idea.
Back in the days, they used to have a little speaker and they sit that shit on your window.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now the new drive-ins, it got a radio station that you tune your shit into that station. You know, that particular movie, and and then you hear it in your car off your radio.
Yeah, those West Coast movies, that's where the gang shit would pop off, remember? In those West Coast movies, that's where all the gang shit would pop off.
Which is fucked up.
Boys in the hood and shit.
Which is fucked up.
Get out the Western goods music.
That's why we don't have shit. Yo, hey. Can all you guys roller skate?
Let me tell you something. I could roller skate my ass off.
I hate
those.
Like when roller skating was a thing back in the days.
Yes.
Like before I was nice in hip hop, I was a roller skating nigga.
Jay, you was one of those dudes that would pass me 2 times backwards.
Yeah. Jumping in the air, doing 360s, all of that tricks. All of that.
I'm sorry. I went to boarding school. I can ice skate. I can't roller skate.
No, I can ice skate too, though. I ice skated before I roller skated. You know what I mean? And then when roller skating came out, that was the shit.
My mom took us roller skating every weekend. I mean, ice skating every weekend with my sister, blah, in Chicago. And when we roller skated, my sister was good. I kind of sucked. But we had to roller skate before the gangbangers came in the evening because they fucked everything up.
Right.
They would ruin everything.
First was coming out really, you know what I mean? Around that time, like that roller skating time, like Rappers Delight, they was playing that shit.
This is my idea. This is my idea during quarantine is to buy some roller skates and practice in my hallway.
I remember very vividly, right, being in front of the spot called the Rink in New Rochelle, and this is just when the message just dropped.
Wow.
Okay. Now there was this girl from New Rochelle. Her name was Mama Duke. Mama Duke was a tall, dark-skinned. Honestly, she was like a tomboy. She probably was a dyke or something, but we called her a tomboy back then. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She was nice in basketball, but she used to DJ. She used to roller skate her ass off. And she worked at the Rink and shit. And I remember her being outside. We waiting online, and she like, and the message just came on, and she was like doing a little routine to the message and shit. Like she was doing some shit, and then she was like, broke my sacroiliac. And she like, she did a little move where she touched her back, and then like, she says, cancer, membrane, she tucked her head, and then she said, I might hijack a plane, and then she put her arms like that, and then skated off. Yo, that shit was high as fuck. I still remember that shit. Huh?
I'm seeing
that shit was fly as fuck, yo.
That's dope.
She killed it. And that's a
I'm not even trying to like
message.
I'm not even trying to make self-proclaimed fact shaming jokes. My thing was the concession stand,
man.
Man. Well, you saying at the concession.
Come on, Rage. You walking into the jokes, Rage.
Whoa. Did he just say he used to hang at this concession stand?
Yes.
That was my thing. They had stuff.
You set yourself up for that one, bro.
But Jay, they will have stuff in there that they don't sell everywhere else. Corn dogs, funnel cakes. Come on, somebody else, work with me here. Come on.
I'm with you on the funnel cakes. I'm with you. I was a greedy kid too, actually. I go see what was on
Jay's face. You don't know where to stop.
Yeah, I used to. I'm the type that I used to get that to get a drink. I'm hot. I'm thirsty. Let me just get something to drink, and I'm right back out there, type of nigga. Like I'm trying to spend as much time out there fronting. You know what I mean? For the broads and all that type of shit.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm not thinking about the concession stand and sitting there the whole time. But then there used to be another little side room where people used to take off their skates and they just used to kind of dance in there and shit.
Yo, question. What kind of roller skates, Jamal, should I get?
All right, well, I'm gonna tell you what I had back in the days, right? The fly shit was a Rydell boot.
Rydell, okay.
The boot had to be made by Rydell, and the fly shits would have like fur on the tongue or some shit like that. Okay?
I'm not that good.
Then damns, because you had to, if you was fly, you wasn't buying the regular skates. You was putting your skates together. So like you get the boot and then you get the plate. I forget the name of the kind of plate, but it had like a jump bar and all that. Like if you was really good, you had to have a jump bar. And then you had the American Dream wheels. American Dream was your indoor, like that was the best wheels for indoor.
Like roller derby type shit.
And then you had the fat Krypton wheels for the outdoor shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
put your wheels up for indoors and outdoors and shit.
It just they said, okay, so size-wise, is it a size above or is it the same size, regular size?
What are you talking about?
Like because I was like talking about what I'm thinking about trying this roller skating shit in my hallway. You know, I ain't got shit else to do. And so
in my hallway. That's where I used to practice too, coming up in my hallway.
I'm gonna do it. I'm
in my hallway.
I'm doing it ABC style, starting from the beginning. So they were like, and I was on my live and they said, get either Rydell or Moxie, right? And then
that might be some new shit. I don't know.
Okay, but then they said, go a size bigger than your normal size.
I never heard that before.
You had your regular shoe size, right?
From what I remember. This was a long time ago, bro.
Okay.
This was like 5th grade.
Damn.
You know what I mean? This was a long time ago.
Would you ever roller skate again?
Oh, I've roller skated since then, but I don't have my own skates. So when you're used to being nice and having your own skates, and then you go and you get the rental skates, and they got the big clumsy bumper on the front and all that type of shit. Like when you nice, you take that bumper off. You don't want that shit. You be stopping like, you know what I mean? Like sideways, like you skiing, like kicking snow in people's face.
Hey, but I might need that.
Oh yeah, you probably need it because you got to drag your damn foot to stop or some shit like that. But a nigga like me, I don't like that. I don't like those skates. Those skates feel funny to me. Like I need.
So how would you stop without the bumper? How did you do it? What would you do?
Turn sideways, nigga. Or you can turn your feet different ways, like you know what I mean? Like yeah, you do it like as if you were skiing, like
yo, you talking to me like I'm really good.
Get the bumper, Godfrey. Get the bumper.
Man, go sideways, nigga.
I was so nice at that shit that later on in life, when I got on some skis, the mechanics were the same, and nigga, I went to town like almost immediately on the skis. They couldn't believe I never skied before, bro.
Wow.
Word. Like I took a hold of that shit fast, and now I'm nice on the skis. Come fuck with me.
The only thing, Jay, is I grew up close to the Empire roller rink on Empire Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
That was notorious for the bang, bang, bang. But
yes, when I used to go to Empire, by the time I was going to Empire, I wasn't going there to roller skate. I'm going there to, you know what I mean, on some party hanging out type of shit. Like, you know what I mean, on some hip hop, looking for girls type of shit.
Yeah, a lot of hip hop came through there. Cutting Master DC. I think Clark Kent DJ'd a few times. Audio 2, First Priority Family. Those are the
for me,
things.
it was even crazier because I wasn't from Brooklyn. So like, what the fuck am I doing in Empire? Like,
For real.
to be everywhere, son.
Dangerous.
I think about when John Rock talk about nomadic b-boys and Grand Mixer DXT said that too. I feel like I was a nomadic b-boy. Now that I think about it, I used to be in every fucking borough. If hip hop was there, I was there.
Nice.
Me too.
Nice.
You look like a nomadic b-girl.
I spent more time especially in my please listen to my demo days. I was in Brooklyn, hopping turnstiles all over the place. I was trying to sneak in the new music seminar.
Mm-hmm.
I was I was all over New York because that's where you had to go to make it in rap back then.
Yeah, I was a nomadic b-boy, but I was also a nomadic herb. I always stuck out. Niggas knew I wasn't live. Something be off the way I'm dressed, my corduroys, but I would just be thirsty just to see the process that I would risk living life just to experience that shit.
No, I was this little 99-pound girl that niggas would try to laugh out the room, and then I opened my mouth, digger. I was like, whoa. Sure, you got a bar.
That too. Until I get on the turntables, niggas be like, yo, what the fuck? Niggas be like, how this nigga is so nice? I studied this thing, man.
You had the corduroys on. That's how you scratched.
But I was a cornball. They couldn't process it. This nigga's corny, but he's nice.
Yo, I want to shout out my barber that stayed open through this thing. You know what I mean? Keeping me shit, you know.
I want to say shout out to my barber and shit in the basement.
Got a fresh Baldy right now. Shout out to my barber. You know what I mean?
Shout out to my barber too, son.
That nigga nice. You got my shit shining. Look at this.
Yeah. Keep my sides faded. My barber in the basement.
Look at this. the line and all that.
Word. Word.
We ain't giving a fuck about what they talking about.
Nope.
Going outside, we getting lines and shit.
All day, no gloves, no nothing. Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here, yo. Get my shave. Word.
I need a coffin.
Word. Yeah. Fade me up.
I can't laugh because I'm holding my phone, and if I laugh, I'm gonna start doing it. I'm trying to keep my phone. Niggas is going on world tours.
Using niggas.
Airlines.
Our barbers is using Lysol for hairspray.
This nigga Ray fucking look at his screenshot.
Look, all you gotta do is inject some Lysol in, you be good as new, man.
What's so crazy is, before he said that, I almost was gonna come on here a while ago with a can of Lysol with a straw stuck in it.
Yeah.
And act like, yo, I'm good. I'm just drinking my Lysol shakes, I'm good.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
This nigga actually.
Here we go.
He actually put it out there.
He actually got on TV and said that.
But then he's gonna try to bluff it off and say, "Oh, I was just
introduce the president." Ready?
Oh, okay. Hey guys, ladies and gentlemen, we have for the first time we have Donald Trump, the president of the United States, on the Yanadameen.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I just found a cure. Okay. No time for vaccines. It's taking too long. Okay. I just came up because I was thinking. I don't think a lot, but this time I was thinking Lysol. Okay, spray it in your mouth, gargle, spray it in your mouth. I'm telling you, it's so simple. I can't believe you guys are so incompetent. It was right in your face. If Lysol kills germs on the outside, guess what it does for the inside, people? So listen, Clorox, all of those good things. But the one thing I want you to do, it says keep out of reach of children. You're not a child. You can drink it. Okay? You can drink it. It just says keep out of reach of children. That means people that are older can have it. It's perfect. I knew it. Perfect. I'm amazing.
Johnny. Because it does say on the can that it kills the coronavirus. You're right about that.
Yes, it kills corona.
Didn't he say after that? Didn't he say? I thought I saw after that
he's right there, Digger. He's right above you.
No, he's gonna start doing fewer. I'm sorry, Mr. President. Didn't you say that you were gonna do fewer corona briefings after that last one?
Yes, I'll do fewer corona briefings because I just gave you a solution and I'm tired of people who can't listen. People have to be able to listen to me. I just came up with the solution. Let's move on. Let's open up the country. Everybody's fine. Just bring your cans, your sprays, and just put it in your mouth every 2 hours. Perfect. 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 I have solutions, people. 2020, Donald Trump. Come on, vote for me. I have solutions. Big solution.
You see, what do you guys think of all of the Trump supporters rallying and protesting to open up the country?
I think they're great. They're great. They're fantastic. They're a bunch of rednecks with guns for no fucking reason. I think it's great. They're just supportive. They're just afraid.
One of the senators actually likened them protesting to Rosa Parks. They said, yeah, we're like the Rosa Parks of the civil rights of the Corona era, or something about her being Rosa Parks. Like,
that's what's great about our people. See, white people will take the oppression of black people when we're being oppressed. It's great. It's amazing.
I'm like, so
I'm the Martin Luther King of this whole situation. I'm Martin Luther King.
I have a dream. Rosa Parks because you can't go outside. During the pandemic.
I'm Martin Luther King because I have a dream. I have a dream. This is a dream of mine that I'm going to be president. This has been my dream forever.
Would you stop with that face, Godfrey? I can't. He's so silly.
I look like him for real. Like
I know. I'm like, okay, stop. You're scaring me.
It's starting to look like that nigga.
I'm telling you, I think Trump looked at the directions of a Lysol and said, keep out of reach of children. He's like, it's just children. We're good.
The children are getting it anyway.
Speaking of Corona, so first it was the elderlies, then it was disproportionately the black people.
Of course.
Now it's attacking children the worst. Have you seen that?
Oh boy,
here we go. Well now it's giving children these rare diseases, heart conditions, and it's supposedly it's it's fucking up the kids real bad now. Because remember, at first the young people were good and then they weren't good. Well, now it's really taking a toll on the children.
Oh wow, they're just I mean. I think there's a lot of lying going on.
Or so they say.
I mean, I'm not saying people aren't dying, but there's a lot of lying going on, and there's a lot of whistleblowers that are calling these motherfuckers out. But of course, the masses are still going to believe what they want to believe, because the people who are aware are always less than the masses. You know?
Indeed.
What do you think of that? The doctor that committed suicide in New York, the woman doctor.
I mean, that's crazy.
I didn't hear about that. What happened?
What is that? Some kind of survivor's remorse? It's like they said she contracted it, she got over it, she went back to work, and then she committed suicide.
Jesus, she probably couldn't take it anymore. I can't even imagine what the hospitals are like, man. I have friends that work in a hospital. They come home like they're just like they've seen a zombies, man.
Yeah, they're I will say I those are some of the people I do you know, sympathize with, because whether you believe what's going on or not, they are definitely being overworked right now. You know, they're being forced into particular situations that I feel is taking a toll on them mentally. And you should see how they feel about all of these people that want to protest and complaining about going outside. Like, they're pissed.
Yeah, it's
this is taking a toll on all of us mentally.
Yeah.
I would like to talk about the artist community. I mean, we've been seeing all of this love and for the culture and performances and shows and
versus
battles and stuff online. It was cute in the beginning.
Right, I was gonna say it was enjoyable at first.
It was cute in the beginning. I'm starting to feel away now. Like, okay, I know y'all don't expect entertainers to just continue entertaining y'all for free when our livelihoods literally just as soon as all of this started, it's like, we can't just go file for unemployment. We can't, we have very precarious financial situations. It's like we're probably gonna be the last ones back to work. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the hairs and the nail salons and all these other places get to reopen business as usual, but who's to say that you're gonna feel comfortable packing in a club right now, which and for a lot of artists who are devoted to the culture, we've been turned away from the corporate side of music or whatever form of entertainment and have been doing this for the culture. Like, we're the ones affected the most. Like, no,
I just had a funny thought real quick.
What's that?
So imagine, like, now the whack artists actually become more sought after because they're like, we don't have to worry about you packing out the club. Like, you're not going to make a bunch of people come here. So we're going to hire you to pay you a lot less. This is a win-win for everybody. So, will you take $50 to come perform? And this whack motherfucker going to do it because,
Here's what's going on too.
You wouldn't want a big artist because they're going to attract too many people. They're going to attract over, let's just say that the cap is 250. You're not going to ask Jay-Z to come because that's going to cause a problem for you. Right. You're going to ask somebody that you feel is going to bring less numbers or just to that cap. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, but that's not necessarily the whack artists. Like, a lot of those artists are for the culture. Like, a lot of the veterans are doing the SOBs and the 250 to 500 capacity venues. So I feel like those are the artists being affected the most because you can sit your arena tour out this year and be fine, but what does that say for the DJ that needs that $300, $200 on Friday night and Saturday night? Yep. The one that doesn't want to spend that doesn't want to play EDM, that wants to play the golden era hip hop or what have you. Like, I feel like the artists that are for the culture are the ones being the most affected. And now you have everybody, now everybody think they can just slide into your bookings like, well, we're doing this all virtual and it's for the culture and or it's going to this charity for the nurses and the essential workers. Like, motherfucker, I'm an essential worker. I'm not getting through quarantine without music and film, huh?
Right.
I'm a fucking essential worker.
Isn't that funny how entertainers are the most important thing right now?
Exactly. I just did a virtual festival this past weekend. That was a motherfucking production. Like, no, that ain't just people think you're just turning on the camera and sitting in the bedroom. No, that's audio. Like, okay, we got to see the grand scheme of Teddy Riley doing it. But for most of these performances, it really is a smaller scale version of that. Like, I don't know how to iRig and audio interface and Streamlab. So yeah, my engineer has to be there, that and the third, and you still want to put on some form of a show. So it's still a production to go on camera and do this shit for free.
Yup.
And then how many of those can you do? You're gonna do 1, 2 tops before you got to keep coming up with new material, because now once you put it online, it's out there already. So you're gonna have to constantly buy props and get creative and do things to switch up your background and switch up your show. No, motherfucker, that's work. That's work.
Hey, and Rod Digger has been on. I've done a few virtual comedy shows. I'm gonna do another one. And what I've been doing, I've been getting some money. I put my Cash App and my Venmo when I do my lives. I do my lives. Mm-hmm. I go on from like 12 to 5 a.m. But I've been doing lives for like 2 years. And so I built up my stamina. And I put up my Cash App, man, and my Venmo. I don't beg. I just go, hey. And people donate and I go, I'm working. I'm like entertaining you motherfuckers. I'm literally putting 100% in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, remember in the beginning when people were trying to pass judgment, like, oh, what you putting your Cash App for, whatever, you post, everybody's struggling, it's for the people. Like, no, motherfucker. ain't nothing wrong with putting your Cash App up.
Shout out to Reese Norfolk. Thanks for that super chat.
First of all, there's a lot of people that are working remotely. Fuck is they're talking about? There are people who are still going to their jobs. There are some people working remotely. Some people are at certain jobs where they are spread out. But I know, and sometimes I'll get somebody give me $100. Somebody will give me $1. Some will give me $5. It depends. And I don't beg. I just say it's up there and I appreciate your donation. But I'm not sitting there with my thumb in my ass. I'm literally entertaining whoever the fuck is watching. Period. You know who watches my shit?
Who?
Yo-Yo, rap.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Yo-Yo showed me love, man. She sent me a DM. She said, man, I love your shows. I love your lives. I watch it all the time. Just sent me some shout out. That was dope.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Tasha Smith from all the Tyler Perry films. She's always on my lives. Different people in my lives and shit. The Raw Digger's been, she's like made comments.
Oh yeah, I'm always popping up.
I came through.
Yeah. Come on, man. Wrap it up. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool, man. But that's what I'm doing. Trying shit.
Well, there is some couple of information I want to put out there. First of all, I saw starting May 1st, Chuck D of Public Enemy is launching a streaming service. So I don't have all of the specs, but I'm definitely going to look into that, because what I am seeing is it's almost like the 90s record labels all over again, where you got all these young app guys, whatever, tech guys with their getting their boys together, like, ooh, let's create this website. Let's get these artists to do these virtual shows and charge, subscriptions and I was approached about doing one. Well, if you'll get $1 from everybody that subscribes. I'm like, well, what's the subscription? They're like $10. I'm like, whoa, what other $9 going? Bro. I think we have to, we got to start like tapping into that part of ourselves. Like, we creatives, we need to come together and kind of figure out how we can capitalize, off something for a change. Like, we're always on the pulse. We're always going to be the first ones to create it. But I feel like everybody else figures out how to monetize before we do. So we need to figure that out. I definitely would urge everyone to look into what Chuck D is doing. And also with the stimulus, there's people that aren't aware that everybody, you know, who under, you know, that falls under a certain economic bracket, under 75 grand a month, a year, a year, everyone is eligible for the stimulus. I know when it first went out, they specified that, oh, you know, you don't have to do anything if you file taxes in 2019 or 2018, you'll automatically. And so what I saw happening, especially with a lot of the artists that, you know, may skip a year or two or just aren't on point with the filing of taxes, there are people that don't realize you don't have to file taxes to get your stimulus. I actually put a couple people on in prison. Like, no, all you need is your social security number and a direct deposit account. Everyone who falls under that 75 grand a year salary cap is eligible for a stimulus. It is not only for people that file taxes. So if you don't know, now you know. You can go to irs.gov. There is a tab that says Get My Payment that I think where you can check and see where yours is if you haven't received it yet. But there's a specific tab for non-filers, and all you have to do is put in a name, an address where the check may need to be sent, or a direct deposit information, and you will get your stimulus.
Wow. Okay.
Information, because I'm sure some people didn't know that.
A lot of people don't know. A lot of people didn't know.
That's good for people to know. Right now, I would like to take us to the continent of Africa. I want to touch on a few things. I'm going to put them out there first, and then we'll address them as we go along. First, I want to talk about probably this whole thing with the Chinese kicking African, you know, banning Africans from certain places in China, and then Africans now retaliating.
Damn right.
And kicking these Chinese motherfuckers out of their fucking country.
Damn right.
Secondly, I want to talk about in Africa a COVID test has been created for $1.
Bullshit.
A dollar COVID test or some shit has been created out there. And then finally, I know Rage wanted to talk a little bit. He's talking about maybe getting the hell out of America, and he wants to move to Akon City, you know, and because Akon is building a city out in Africa, and Rage likes a lot of what you know, and I like what Akon is doing as well, with states and all of that type of stuff. So yeah, let's touch on some of those things. First one, Chinese. This so-called virus comes from China. Somehow, when the media flips it and says that Black people are the biggest carriers of it, we went from not being able to get it,
right,
to all of a sudden being the biggest carriers of it. Right. And in that moment, the Chinese, or I'm not going to say all of them, but certain ones felt like, oh, okay, well, this is a good time to get the heat off of us. Let's focus on these Black people. And since I'm sure Black people are, you know, even more of a minority in China than they are over here, I'm just taking a wild guess. I'd be surprised if I was wrong. They went ahead and got on that minority. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, y'all can't, you know, we're trying to stop the spread of this, you know, of this COVID shit. So we're going to stop you Black people from going to certain places.
The mistreatment didn't even start with that news. There was reports even prior to that when they were dealing with their official quarantine lockdown. There were students leaking out messages through Facebook about how the African students were being skipped when it came to like the food drops and stuff. So it was like whatever you had in your whatever bag of oodles and noodles that you had in your dorm, that that's what you had to eat until like it was okay to go outside and go to a grocery store. That mistreatment was going on way before I saw that.
So now keep in mind that China is being used as a model of how you should handle this whole situation. Okay, China went on an extreme lockdown to the point where they locked people into their fucking buildings and people are screaming and can't get out and all of that type of shit. And supposedly what happens, the shit flattens in China.
Yeah.
Okay, it flattens in China. So now what are they going to say? Whatever everybody, oh, look what they did over there. Look how extreme they were with their response to it, and they made it flatten. That's what we need to do.
Shout out Octavius Densmore.
So now, not just the extreme lockdowns, but also how they treated Black. That's part of what they like too. They're not. It's not just the extreme lockdowns of the community. They went after the people that they felt were, the most at risk. And so you got these people over here looking at that as a model, and you best believe the racial part when it comes to Black people and focusing on us and acting like, we the real cause of this shit or something. That's within their model as well. Make no mistake about it.
And that didn't just start with Corona. If let the world tell it. We created AIDS. We responsible for malaria, Ebola, what's now all of these diseases are quote unquote, African and Black diseases.
Right. Right.
But the African leaders are standing up though. There's some African leaders, because a lot of them let this happen. A lot.
Talk about it, my Nigerian brother.
Yeah, man. There's one lady, her name is Dr. Chimora. She just got kicked off, I think, the UN because she was whistleblowing. Is it Chimora? She's so dope. And she made a statement to the Chinese president and said, you're going to have to do something about your mistreatment of us Africans because we're going to start to retaliate. We are tired of you. You're coming into China. You're coming into Africa trying to recolonize Africa because that's what your plan is. But we're going to have to start retaliating on you. And so now some of these African leaders are like, you come into my country, we're going to whoop your ass. We're not fucking taking this shit anymore. And it's happening. Chinese are getting the same motherfucking treatment as they're doing to the people in China. So they said, get the fuck out of our country. Good. It's about time that we retaliate. And of course, we're not talking about every Chinese. We're talking about the Chinese people that are being filed. Fuck that. Get them out because they're trying to recolonize that Africa. I'm telling you.
Well, it's nice to know that in the age of information and social media that the real underlying plot is getting out there and it's getting foiled. Because when I was reading about and this was before we even went into a lockdown. This is when China alone was just locking down. I was reading stories of I think this was around the time they were trying to figure out what to do with all of these students that live on campus and whether or not to expel them because a lot of them are essentially homeless. There was a big issue with the African students attending school in China being, basically being thrown out or if they were able to remain not, not being treated like a Chinese citizen, like not being counted with the food and the help and the things that that you need to survive in a quarantine situation. So that was a big deal before like it even got this crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. And I saw that due to social media.
Social media is a good platform, man. Good
How do y'all?
Go ahead.
No, I want you to finish your statement, but I got a question.
No, it's a good platform because I was able to see Dr. Shiva and a lot of whistleblowers and really like research from there, because there are a lot of people who are like throwing up real information on shit like this, and then there's people just talking about like that Dr. Fauci is a fake motherfucker. He's sponsored by the big pharma, and he misleads the world.
Around since the 80s and shit.
Yep, since the 80s.
He's crisis and shit.
He's deep state. He's a deep stater. He's a fucking bastard, man.
And we can't be taking. It's like we can't take the information from our fucking enemies. Like, how many times do I have to fucking say this? Like, let me ask you something. We keep talking about right now, right? Yo, let's not rush out back there. It's been fucking 2 months already. How fucking long are we supposed to be under house arrest? Because again, quarantine is for sick people. If you're not sick, this is house arrest. So how long are we supposed to be under house arrest? And who the fuck decides? Oh, we're going to let the white man tell us it's okay to go outside.
Wow.
That's what we're waiting for. Him to say it's okay. Let's keep it real. Because no one's going to feel that it's okay until he says it's okay.
Wow.
I'm telling you right now, it's okay to go outside, but you're not going to listen to me. Because it's better safe than sorry and all of that type of shit. But as soon as the white man say it's cool for everybody to go outside, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We don't understand the level of slavery that we're in. Like, and when you just look at who benefits from this the most, people like Bill Gates and all of that, how can we not see through this fucking diabolical, wickedly wise fucking plan?
I don't think that's what I don't think it's so much that people want to believe in Fauci or even believe in the white man. It's like they want to believe in something. So if you're gonna say, if someone stands up and says, look, they're lying, we know they're lying, they've been proven to be historical liars, it's like, okay, we're rolling. If that's not how it spread, then you tell me how it spread, because they don't know,
right?
And they're making shit up, and you don't know exactly.
No, we know it's not spread the way they're saying it spread. There's certain, first of all, there's certain things when you put out there, when you give alternate explanations, they're like, oh no, that's some bullshit. When you talk about 5G, no one's saying 5G is the cause. We're saying 5G helps to activate and detonate toxins that are already inside your body. That when it is activated and detonated, it will look like flu-like symptoms and give you things that people will say, oh, it's some COVID shit. So again, when we keep coming back to 5G, nobody wants to hear that. That's some conspiracy theory shit. And so now people are like, but you'd rather, instead of hearing that type of shit out, you'd rather listen to what he's saying. And again, this is all goes to traditional of what we've been taught from school. I know it sounds crazy. We've all thought that we've caught a cold before from someone else. Oh, they gave me a cold. I caught a cold. But we didn't catch nothing. These viruses and shit is already inside your body, and they activate at certain times of the year, and under certain circumstances. Okay, and we're saying that things like frequencies, radio frequencies, interact with matter all the time. That's how we hear the radio. That's how you see the TV. That's how your Wi-Fi works. That's how your microwave works. So don't act like it's out of the realm of possibility that these new 5G waves are not interacting with our chemical composition and doing some shit to us that is foul, that's giving us symptoms that they would call COVID-19. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So, and what I'm saying is, this whole social distancing and all that, that's some bullshit. This whole wearing the mask and breathing in your own toxins,
fear mongering.
You're supposed to, it's fear mongering, and we've got to stop it. The mask is a mind control device. Okay, we have to stop buying into this shit. And it's like, and all I'm saying is, I'm telling you this now, and yet we're gonna be like, nah. A lot of people's like, I'm still not going outside. But as soon as this motherfucker say that it's okay to go outside, right? See, you can't win for losing, because he is saying that you can go outside soon, and now people's like, oh, don't go outside. He's trying to trick you, black people. First of all, white people their beaches and shit been open. Like white people shit a lot of their shit has already been open. So all of this fear that they're trying to trick black people into going outside and contracting this shit is like, to me, is more fear mongering. Like it's fear on top of fear on top of fear. And
but yeah, they're running around on the beaches, they're protesting, and they are historically known for being the plague spreaders. So how about we wait and see
and they're doing all of that. And are we seeing a big spike by them doing that? Like, are we seeing a spike of COVID-19 by these people going to these protests? No.
I don't know. They just
a spike at about that party.
I don't know how long. When today is what, Wednesday? When did Georgia just reopened on Friday? Is that the first? When did the beaches reopen? They just reopened. They haven't been.
Some of the white beaches been.
They
open.
haven't been open all this time. No, they
for a couple weeks. Some of them been open. I'm telling you, like.
Shout out Chinese Puff Daddy. He in Florida. What up, dude?
Chinese Puff.
Chinese Puff Daddy's moving around right now. He don't give a fuck. He's like, listen, I got to get this money. Y'all out here playing on house arrest.
I think a lot of people are low key not giving a fuck. It's like, hey, if I gotta suit up and head out and do what I gotta do, like, I don't know. Unless you're going to a business that's officially closed and like you really can't go physically work, like a lot of people I feel like have been of the mind state of, I need to get to the money. I'll you know what I mean? Like, I could I'm gonna die and starve of starvation while I'm alive, or I'm gonna get to the money.
That's part of what they want too. They want to starve people out with this shit. Like, this shit is so fucking wicked. It's so fucking wicked, this fucking plan of theirs. This fucking wicked Bill Gates. Like, this nigga, see this nigga, just the way he moves his hands, and oh man, y'all. Like, we gotta mentally get rid of him, yo.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, nobody touch him. We gotta mentally get rid of him.
What do you know what has been telltale for me though? So you saw just the other day, the vice president Pence went up in the Mayo Clinic with no mask on, and he got help.
You see, they don't follow their own guidelines.
And even Trump in the beginning, remember, he was catching on. I don't think I've ever seen Trump with a mask on.
But and every time they do one of those briefings, it's more than 10 people. And all of them is closer than 6 feet. So what the fuck are you talking about? It's not for them. It's for us. It's to control us. They're not doing that. They're not keeping 6 feet away from each other. They're not wearing masks around each other. This is to control you. That's not for them. And that's what's so crazy. None of these motherfuckers, when they, even your boy Cuomo, every fucking day, he's gonna make sure you can see his fucking face. Look at all the people that are at these press conferences. Way more than fucking 10 people, and they're all close fucking together. They're not following their own guidelines. And this nigga Pence is, well, I get tested way more than the average person. So
well, the majority of us can't even get tested. So I wouldn't do what they say. I wouldn't do what they do.
Fuck the test. Stop acting like the test is the be all end all. First of all, what are they testing for? They're not testing for a disease. They're testing for some genetic material that we all have. So you're not even testing for COVID-19. That's why you're getting false positives and all this type of shit. Like, stop the bullshit.
They're fudging the numbers for federal funding purposes. I've always been of that.
That's one of the purposes, but the bigger purpose is in order to justify what they've done, they need the numbers. They need to be able to lie with statistics. So this is what they're doing. Oh, they're making this, people are dropping dead left and right. This shit is going up, it's going down. Like, get the fuck out of here. Again.
People are dropping dead, though. People don't make light of that.
Listen, people are dropping dead. But people drop dead every day. We don't focus on it. We don't focus on why people are dropping dead until now. It's like, oh, why did they die? But people die every fucking day, digga. Like,
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But they
like all sorts of shit. And again,
people been dying though, Jamar. I'm not going to sit here and let you make light of. There's been
this 5G shit. People are dying, but nobody.
Okay. Well, I mean, whatever is coming from, I'm just saying there's been some questionable deaths lately. So I'm not gonna make light of that.
In the AIDS crisis.
Fuck what you believe where it came from.
Do you remember in the beginning of the AIDS crisis, people didn't want to go near AIDS patients because they didn't know how you got it. You thought you can get it from the air and all this stupid shit. Oh, guess what? You couldn't get it that way. It's the same fucking shit. All of this social distancing and all of this, that's some bullshit. It's some bullshit for control. It's not for safety. And a quote that I wanted to put out there, was that the correct quote? Did you look it up, Rage?
Yes, sir, I did.
Who was the quote from, and what is the exact quote?
The quote is from Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah. He says, quote, "Those who give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deceive liberty nor safety," end quote.
All right, Ben Franklin. You will
talk about the Benjamins.
For temporary safety, you deserve neither liberty nor safety. Like we can't be ready to just do whatever in the name of being safe.
Yeah.
We can't be ready to just roll over and give up our rights, give up whatever because we need to be safe. That's very dangerous. It's very dangerous, people. And we gotta wake up.
Sean Covington, thanks for that super chat.
These motherfuckers is talking about the new normal right now. Like, they really want us to like get used to this and act like this is something that we can live with. To be under fucking house arrest like this and to have control over your life like this. And so earlier I'm talking, Digga, we were talking about, I'm like, yo, we don't get the vaccine under any circumstance.
I'm not.
And you're like,
I ain't getting that shit.
But then but then people pose the question, well, what if they're saying, well, your kid can't go back to school if they don't get it? Well, then your kid can't go back to school. You gotta maybe homeschool your kid, your child.
I think that's good. Now that's something I think is going to be easier said than done. Like we can say,
okay, a lot of things are.
We can say that with our grown ass kids,
but you got to get.
Try telling that to the single mom that has to go to 2 jobs, or the, you know.
Right, but look at the alternative. The alternative is having a bunch of other viruses put into you, that the chance of fucking autism or fucking dementia and all kind of shit, the chance of microtechnology being put inside your body, the chance of fucking RF fucking ID chips, which they definitely gonna use in that shit. They
just a bad education.
Like
but how long is it gonna take for it to be normalized? The same way that now when kids go to school, yeah, they get malaria, polio, tuberculosis, shots without a
Shout out to Godcast Reloaded.
It'll be normalized if you allow it to get normalized. People that want to work within the system, right now, they say, okay, I put my kid in school, this is what I got to do. But now, if you know the stakes, if you know, like, yo, this, in order to get your kid in school, you're basically going to give them the mark of the beast. You're fucking straight up giving them the mark of the beast.
Come on, man.
Are you with that? Are you with that? And if you're not, then you're going to have to drastically adjust your lifestyle. You're going to drastically, your life is going to change. Your new normal. See, we're so ready for this other new normal. That's fine. But when it comes to a revolutionary new normal where you're doing for self and we're truly creating our own things, we were talking about doing for self. We don't want to do that. So what do we got to do? We got to make our own fucking schools. We got to, and yeah, it's going to be fucking hard, but this is some shit we should have been did, but we didn't do it. So let's fucking do it now. But let's not act like this is out of the realm of possibility. And let's not act like we're going to roll over because shit.
Isn't that what the Orthodox Jews do? Like, none of them get vaccinated, and they have their own villages with their own schools. And matter, they were just on the news about a funeral of some prestigious rabbi, and it's like hundreds of them in the streets and celebrating or going to attending the funeral.
And I'm sorry, but when we see shit like that, we need to support it. Okay, we talk about these hillbillies with these guns. I'm sorry, we need to support what they're doing because we need to be standing up for ourselves at times. There's times where we need to be out there going, what the fuck they're doing right now. They're taking the cues from what we used to do, and they trying to go out there and call themselves the
I don't know if I'm rolling with them, only because I don't think they really give a shit about the, like, to me what they're doing is some spoiled brat American bullshit. They're not really. Well,
it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, if we support their right, if we support their right being taken away for them to be able to do that, then you're ultimately supporting the right for you to be able to do that. You see what I'm saying? So they'll put people like them out there, and knowing that they're, our opposite, will emotionally be like, yeah, fuck them, whatever it takes to stop them from protesting, do it. You see what I'm saying? You send the police out there, whatever the fuck you gotta do. But then when we need to really protest about some shit and it's our turn, you know what I mean? You're gonna
okay,
regret.
See, this is my only drawback with like the things opening and stuff like that. Like, okay, kudos, great that y'all opening up the barber shops and the nail salons and all of the stuff that we love to do, all the while claiming we are the most disproportionately affected. I'll take some comfort and some solace when I see the tennis club and the racket club and the golf courses opened up. When I see those things opening up, then I'll be right with y'all.
They are opened up. Some of their shit is already opened up. So what are we talking about here? It's like for losing. Like some of the white people shit been had their shit opened up. So what are we talking about? They've been living their lives. Their golf clubs.
No, they haven't. Jamar, no, they haven't.
Yeah, they have, nigga.
Okay. Okay.
And so it's like, again, I'd love to get this brother Dr. Butar up on here. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna let you know, and this is a real official tissue fucking doctor, that all of this social distancing is ridiculous. Like, yes, he's saying, yes, open shit back up. Stop fucking killing people's livelihood and all that, because you don't get it from coming in contact with each other. It's a false premise. So the fact that we're scared to go back outside and say, oh, they're opening shit up that we love to do. And the premise is that if we come in contact with each other, we're going to fucking die, and they're setting us up to die. But it's a false premise, because you don't get it from fucking being up on motherfuckers like that. It's not.
I mean, that's believable. But now someone has to somebody, because I gotta believe it's coming from somewhere. So somebody needs to. And when I say me, I'm speaking rhetorically. Like, my beliefs are. I'm not even going to, get into my personal beliefs, but the major, thinking here is, regardless if I want to disbelieve that social distancing is working, somebody got to tell me how the shit is spreading. Because if it ain't that, what the fuck is it? Like, I think that.
I just told you. Being activated by the 5G. The shit that's already in your body that's being activated. You know how many toxins motherfuckers got in their body from the shit that they eat and their lifestyle that's just been built up in your colon and all kind of shit like that, that's just waiting to fucking like to explode. And they fucking knew this. This is why they fed us on this bullshit, so that they can fucking activate this shit at some fucking point. Like, digga, we gotta be smarter. And again, we can't listen to the enemy. So I'm saying, when are you gonna think it's safe to go outside? When would you think, if they opened up everything tomorrow, if the white man said, you know what, for real, y'all, it's safe. And I'm talking, Cuomo says it, everybody that you trust now says you can go outside. When would you go outside? When would you feel it's safe to go outside? I can't hear you, digga. Hang on. You're unmuted for some reason.
Come on.
Okay.
There you are.
I'm going outside. I'm gonna keep washing my hands how I've been doing before a pandemic started. But
well, I didn't hear. You were just muted. So
I said
it's safe to go outside.
I said I'm going to go outside how I've been going outside and continue washing my hands and being hygienic how I was before a pandemic even started.
Are you going to continue to wear a mask?
Am I going to continue to wear a mask? I wear the mask to into places where I'm told I can't go in without a mask. But
if
it's
they
not.
said you didn't have to wear a mask anymore, would you stop wearing it?
Yeah, I just said I put the mask on. I put the mask on to enter the stores that say you can't come in without a mask. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, let me put this mask on before I walk outside, I'm gonna drop dead. Like, no, I'm not that person.
And would you be leery about coming in close proximity of people?
No, I mean, I'm not off that.
Okay.
You're not talking to me. You're not dispelling me. I'm trying to make you understand that as much as people may not want to believe what Dr. Fauci and the government says, they still need something to believe. And I'm going to explain to you why I say that. Like, if you take someone like a Dr. Sebi, it's like he had to show and prove that what he said works. Like, no, like he couldn't just come out and say, guys, don't take that AIDS medication. It doesn't work. It doesn't, like, you can't just say that without some sort of data and research
Yes,
and trial and error. Dr. Sebi came back like, yo, this isn't how you're getting sick. This is how you're getting sick. And I'm going to show you how to cure yourselves and proved it and have people document it to have been cured. Like you can't just dispel one thing.
You have people that's doing the same thing that you're talking about. This Dr. Buttar is curing people all the time right now of the COVID with fucking intravenous vitamin C, what they're not introducing to people, vitamin D. This is the type of shit that you need. High dosage intravenous vitamin C, not fucking respirators and shit like that. This is the type of shit he's curing people right now with that.
Well, that's what we need to see more of, because right now it's just, you know, people getting dismissed as, and I hate the word conspiracy theorists. I choose to say critical thinkers. I like to say critical thinkers. And, you know, as far as your other questions you just asked me, like, no, Jamar, I'm actually I'm actually outside. Like, I'm going jogging. I'm putting on a mask because I need to go in UPS, and the motherfuckers will not take my package without a mask. So I gotta pull the mask out my pocket to go in the store. But me personally, I'm not running. I'm not like, oh my God, I can't.
Right, but I'm saying, like, you know, before this, you see people, oh, hugs, kisses, you know.
Like, see, I don't, but I'm not. I'm now that person. I'm not like the hugging, the kissing, touch me, wash my hand. I'm by nature, I'm an OCD chick. So whatever the new norm as far as hygiene and touching things, and I haven't touched the door handle. I haven't touched the door handle or an elevator button in over a decade. Like, and I live in a building. Like, I'm just naturally like that. So to me, everything that's considered the new norm for hygiene purposes been my regimen. Like nothing for me, and as far as my day-to-day has changed with this, with the exception of, like, it's times I'm running out to the store like, oh damn, I didn't even bring my mask. Oh, boy, here we go. Yeah, let me get the marble. You know, like, that's what I'm dealing with, because it's not, you know, this stuff isn't just natural to me. One thing I will say, though, and you know, this could be like a PTSD effect of this. I am gonna feel some type of way with the like when we're back to doing shows, and you know, the fans and group hug picture, because I was already feeling like already before. I might feel a little way now about everybody wanting to group hug selfie. I don't know. I might flinch a little bit now.
Yeah, but you see,
guilty.
Right, I hear you. Yeah, well, we started with this whole Africa thing, right?
Yeah, you wanted to touch on the dollar test kit, and then I wanted to do my little thing on Akon.
I know a dollar test kit was created over there.
In Senegal.
Okay. Like, which just shows, like, these bastards are just all about just raping people and just trying to just bleed people dry, and like they're not about helping you. See, that's what I'm saying, and that's what's so funny. Like, the people that were never really cared about your safety, now all of a sudden they care about your safety. Like the people that put the most poison in all your food and in plastics and in the air, and fucking did all the foul shit to you, and on purpose to make money, like kept information away from you, like, you know, like Big Tobacco knew that cigarettes cause cancer for years before they fucking, you know what I mean, got caught or whatever. And the shit is, they still in effect. Like, you know what I mean?
Can I jump on this real quick, Jay? Can I say?
They sell you the poison and the pill. They'll sell you the nicotine and the patch.
Exactly. Now, it was exposed a little while ago that, the modus operandi of the pharmaceutical industry, the way that medicine is brought to market in terms of cost, is not dependent on the rareness of what makes up the actual pill or medicine, but it's what the market can bear based on a person's need for that medicine. For instance, the same amount of medicine that might go into something required by a cancer patient could be in aspirin, but they know the cancer patient is prepared to pay $50 a pill for that bad boy. So they charge, you know what I'm saying? So it's a complete money-making racket, has nothing to do with the considerations of human health.
And not only is it a money-making racket, it's also used to try to price out poor people.
Yeah, and old
Shout out
people.
Steak Finger, thanks a lot.
And old people.
Price out, well, a lot of old people are poor.
Yeah, right.
So to price out poor people, now when you make a test kit that's $1, you're obviously trying to do something that's accessible for everyone.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen.
But now, from what I understand, the test kits over here in America are like $300. Now, keep in mind, again, I'm not a big believer in these whole test kits. I believe that the bullshit might be in the test kit.
They found some of those test kits to be contaminated.
And shit, and that got the bullshit on it. And you see what I'm saying? And now, come on, like, so whatever. Like, I'm not fucking with that. But the fact that, again, the ingenuity of, the African people, and to be able to bring something to the market so quick. And these motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with it. Like, the Europeans are not gonna be like, oh, word, you got one for $1? Give us a bunch of those. You know what I mean? Give me 1 billion of those. You see what I'm saying? And so I could disperse them, and I only paid $1. Like, they wouldn't do that. Like make Senegal, you know what I mean? One of the main producers of, because they want to fucking be the ones to give the test. Maybe that is a good test for all I know. You know what I mean? But they want to be the ones to administer the test because they got some fuck shit going on. So they're not going to go with the cheaper, and you think you can go with the cheaper option, right? This is taxpayers' dollars and all this type of shit. Don't you, when they're trying to make a bridge, right? They'll have people bidding for the contract, and it'll go to the lowest bidder, right? To get the government contract, it goes to the lowest bidder. So I can do this for the lowest price. Sold. That's how the government's supposed to work. So why wouldn't they do that with this? You see, if it was really about saving lives and being cost effective, and then you really wanted to test people, and come on, that's not what it's about. So stop. Listen.
Well, healthcare and education has always been the two biggest money makers of America. So, I mean, isn't it possible for all things to be accurate? What if this? I'm just saying, what if they're not lying and this is really a virus that's causing people to drop dead, and they're also
they're not spread the way they're saying, though. That's what I'm telling you.
They're also using this as an opportunity to make money. What if everything they're saying is, I'm just saying what if everything they're saying is actual factual, and they're figuring out how to capitalize and make money from it? Like, why can't it be a possibility that all of it is true?
Because I already told you it's impossible for a virus to be transmitted that way.
No, I'm not talking about it being spread. I'm talking about it being a real virus that's really killing people. We know they're fudging numbers. We know they're lying on the medical reports.
We already know that that's true. Now, what I'm saying is, come on now over to my side and what if all of this is some bullshit and they're doing this all for some fucking to control you?
Yes.
It's not about your safety, and they're lying about it all. And they're lying. Some shit's going down, but they're lying about the basic premise of what it is and how it's spread. And for that reason,
I don't think they know. I don't think they know. I don't think it's a situation. I'm not even sure if it's a situation that they know and they're lying about it. I think they don't know what the fuck they dealing with.
They know, Diggers. This is what I'm saying. When you go and you see them doing simulations years earlier,
the 1%ers.
Huh?
The 1% knows, not the people that are not the Liz Chose and the David Muir.
The 1% of the ones pulling the strings. This is what we talking about.
I have to say, Obama even said in a speech there's going to be an epidemic. Even Obama's part of the shit
because they know. Like you said, the 1%. Who do you think I'm talking about? I'm not talking about your average Joe Blow on the street. I'm not talking about the average white boy. I'm
not talking about them either. Not talking about them either. I'm talking about everybody that's getting on TV and telling us that those are the people that we're supposed to believe.
They're telling you what they're being told to tell you.
I was about to say, I can't even say for certainty that they even know what the hell's going on. They're, like you said, they're being told a certain thing. Like,
no. You know who knows what's going on? Fauci knows what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Trump knows what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Those type of people know what's going on. It's Cuomo knows what's going on. You think
what's going on. You think Cuomo that high up the food chain?
Yeah, because his family's been in the shit for a long time. You know what I mean? He's deep in the political shit. I'm sure he's been to a few satanic rituals and all kind of, you know what I mean? Trust me, they're using him right now. They're grooming him so well, right? He's been groomed for this. And right now they're using him as, like, they taking polls and people trust his word right now more than they trust Trump's word. And so as far as when the country is ready to open back up, they're ready to listen to Cuomo before most anybody else. And that's a dangerous position for that motherfucker to be in. Why is he there? Because they put him there. They purposely made sure when this happened, yo, do your shit every day, bro. We're gonna have you out there every day. People like you. People like your directness. Let's do it. I'm telling you, like.
And then his brother's on CNN media,
yeah, and he supposedly caught it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. How can
you think he got it?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know.
I know.
I got people that say they had it, and you know what I mean? Cooks, Stove God Cooks said he had it. My man Ja Will had it. Somebody else I know, I think.
Westside said he had it.
Who?
Westside Gunn said he had it.
Right.
Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. Died, allegedly died of complications from it.
Again, all people know that they got sick. Now you go to the hospital and you rely on what they tell you is your malady. You see what I'm saying? And you got to trust these people. You got to trust their word. You know what I'm saying? In war, there's something called misinformation. Or
in life? You mean in life?
Well, in true life, in life how it should be according to nature, the misinformation is not there. We should be speaking from truth. That's how we get to our God self. That's how we true blues. Through your blue chakra, you speak the truth. That's the only way you can get here to that next third eye is by speaking the truth. You know? So, but I'm saying in war, misinformation is a tactic. When you know that the enemy is listening, you know, during World War II, they knew that the Japanese or the German might be listening to certain radio transmissions. So what did they do? They gave wrong information so that the motherfuckers would think that they're going to be over here at this time when really they're going to be over here at this time. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's really no fucking different. You are their enemy. You've been their open enemy for the longest time. And until you fucking let it sink in.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You're gonna fucking always believe that, nah, this guy is actually being up and up with me.
He has my best interest.
Not possible. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's got my best interest. He really does want me to be safe. Like he really is.
I don't think that's what people think. I just feel like from the conversation,
people saying stay safe, stay home.
From the conversations I have with people, I think people just don't know what to believe. I don't know if they necessarily believe everything they're hearing. I think it's more they don't know what to believe.
Well, that's exactly where they want us.
Contact with each other. Trust that they believe that.
Well, I think that's where they want us.
Because like I said, most people believe that they've caught a cold before. So if that's been planted in you, when they taught us about Louis Pasteur when we was fucking little kids. The same way they taught us about fucking the globe and all that. But anyway, you know, they taught us about pasteurization. This is the germs and all of this type of shit. This is where these concepts come from. Where this nigga thinks he's killing germs by heating up the fucking milk and he's gonna kill the microbes. Although when the shit cools back down, the shits grow right back because, you know, microbes are something that happens in nature, you dumb fuck. But anyway, you know, and I'm talking to Pasteur. Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah, so.
But we live off of these type of premises all our lives. So now it's easy to introduce some shit like this because we've been living off a wrong premise for eons. Ever since we can remember, we've been living off of wrong premises. So now we can just introduce bullshit like this. And it's okay because we believe that that's how shit works. When it doesn't work like that, they been gave us the wrong premise. And that's part of the problem too.
Right on, yep. All right.
Nice.
Can I touch on my thing, Jay?
Yeah, touch on what you wanted to say. You had something that touched your heart, Rage. Let's talk about what touched your heart, Rage.
Yeah, Jay, you know, I came in the room kind of livid today, a little bit charged.
Right.
You know, I definitely want to shout out the artist Akon. I've been watching him for the past couple of years, particularly with the campaign he started of Light Up Africa and using solar energy as a means to undermine the conventional energy providers and use common sense to bring that quality of life to the continent. Well, obviously, since then, he's announced the first ever crypto city he's calling Akon City in Senegal. The president of Senegal has gifted him 4,000 acres of land to build it. And the concept of the city is entirely supposed to be based on renewable energy, solar, as well as a cryptocurrency, but not only a currency for economic sovereignty, but also for democracy. His theory is that using blockchain technology, the same process that creates a public ledger that shows everybody where money is being moved and decentralizes the money the way we know it. He also feels that votes can be accurately tallied using that method. One of the reasons this thing is particularly touching me right now is Akon's been on a campaign where he's been telling Black Americans in no uncertain terms, take your Black ass home. They don't want you here. There's nothing else you could do for America. There's nothing else that your skill sets or your vision of living and existing and thriving can do in this particular part of the hemisphere. So because of what's happening with the COVID thing right now, I know there's an argument, oh, it's a random mutated disease that messes with everybody. I've seen too many things with these two eyeballs right here in Brooklyn and in New York. It tells me there are aspects of this goddamn disease that have been socially stratified and weaponized to mess with a particular demographic of people. In particular, to what happened during the so-called Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana. Even though it was an act of nature, when the levees broke, the people who suffered because of existing maladies, because of existing social shortages, died like animals and was drowning, right? So methodically, this COVID-19 is exposing similar underpinnings of the weakness that we have in the people, still in the same situation of depending on our enemies and people who have socially proven an exquisite, unsatiated hate. We're depending on them for information and goddamn medical services. This is insane. They're like, we can't negotiate with this no more. We've been here too long. It's time that we cut the motherfucking ties. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just in a place now where, not just specifically for that project, but that mind state now of creating our own. And look, who was it that created the $1 testing kit? Senegal. You understand? They're using 3D printing to create their own ventilators. And I have to say, and then I wrap it up, the motivation isn't a question about money, all right, and price concerns and costing. It's what your premise is in the first place. Because their doctors and their medical people are coming at this thing as a problem they need to solve. The people who are coming at this thing in America have other agendas, such as the shock doctrine. And the last thing I'll say is the word is already going out amongst learned people that right now, the doctrine is fascism and the shock is COVID-19. This is about controlling what people think and put new apparatuses in places for us to allow the government once again to watch what we say and do things of that nature. Now, the usher will be passing the basket around. Make sure you put the big bills in there.
So, Rage.
Yes, ma'am.
So, well said. Well said.
You yeah. So you said so. You feel that there is something in this COVID targeting us, right?
I don't mean COVID per se as in.
Just any situation of urgency or something for whatever reason, whether it be a pandemic or a hurricane, we're always the ones the most impacted, right? You believe that. You said you felt like there was something going on specific here targeting the disenfranchised, right? You believe that in your heart, right? Because I do too. And of that, and being of that belief, I can't see myself agreeing and rallying with the folks that, oh, my civil liberties are being taken away from me, and I can't see myself aligning with them just for that reason alone. Because I feel like at the end of the day, whatever the fuck however the pendulum swings in this situation, we always end up with the shit end of the stick.
But hold up. you have civil liberties. You have rights. And just because white people want to stand up for their civil liberties doesn't mean you shouldn't stand up for yours. And what does the fact that we get the shit under the stick have to do with us giving up our civil, like,
because
why
I'm not going to
shit under the stick? I don't understand that.
I'm not going to fight for a situation that may or may not be impacting my community the hardest. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go out here and march for us to go everything just go back to normal right away if there's some shit in the world that's fucking us up the most. I can take time to sit back and let everything slowly but surely reveal itself. Because
and how much time is that? I asked you that earlier. How much time is that?
Well, check it out. In the 2 months that everybody had to
because originally they said like 2 weeks we should have been good. And now it's 2 months. So how long do we wait?
In the 2 months that we sat still, we have learned that everything in the first month ain't actual factual. And the longer we sit back, remember in the first 2 weeks, Black people couldn't get it. Remember that? Yes. So, yes, the longer we actually sit back and wait for people to keep talking, because the motherfuckers that keep talking, you really get to see how much they do know about some shit. The longer the facts keep revealing itself about who knows what and who knows what the fuck they talking about, the more informed, I think the more empowered.
Give me a time
frame. Can I say?
2 months. How much longer do we wait?
Yeah.
Let me just dig it. Let me just respond to some of that. Okay.
I know in the first 2 weeks, everybody ran around dancing a jig thinking Black people couldn't get it. So if we'd have just ran out 2 weeks later, who's to say where the fuck we'd be at right now?
Okay, let me
going by a wrong premise. So
let me jump on this though.
When we wait, the narrative will keep changing, and they'll still fuck with us. That's what I think Jamar's saying. That if we all consciously said fuck this shit, they'd be like, fuck, we can't trick these bastards anymore.
Let me say this, Digga. The only thing I'm looking at, I'm like, I have to quote my man Chairman. I'm a stickler for words and terms. Okay. When it comes to times like this, in times of blatant acts of war, I have to suspend euphemisms. What's a civil right? Fuck is this? Yo, civil bounds you to local laws. All of our leaders, what got them eventually assassinated was they learned the limits that you can't fight civilly based on the laws of the local people you having a problem with. You have to fight for human rights. So we first got to understand those basic tenets of struggle. We keep coming right back to.
All I'm saying, and I'm gonna leave it here because my phone gonna die. All I'm saying is, why can't we now that they slowly but surely reopening everything up, right? Why can't we just sit back for 5 more minutes and see?
How long is 5 minutes? You're not answering that. How long is 5 minutes?
They reopen everything.
How long is 5 minutes, Digga? Once they open, and I asked you this earlier, you didn't answer me. Once the white man says you can go outside, people, how long is your 5 minutes of, you know what, I'm going to wait. How long is the wait and see time? I want to know.
What I'm saying just don't make sense, huh? Like nobody.
You're not answering my question. How long is the 5 minutes, Digga? We've waited 2 months. They're opening shit up. How long is the 5 minutes that you're talking about? Another 6 months? I don't know. Tell me.
I don't know either. How about everybody else who aren't always the most impacted by some shit go out and live their best lives, and let's see how it affects them as opposed to all of us going out, but somehow, some way, we end up being the most impacted again. That's all I'm saying. Like, what is so wrong with that?
First of all, again, I don't know that we're even the most impacted. I know some people are getting it, but I don't know that we're the most impacted. Why? Because the motherfucking liar is the one giving us the statistics in the first place.
Okay,
so who knows where we are on the fucking scale? We don't know.
The most cases of asthma and diabetes, that's not a lie. That's the systemic situation we've been put in for years and years and years and decades. So that's not a lie.
Right, that's not a lie, but this COVID shit is a fucking lie. A lot of it is a fucking lie. So a lot of this, we don't know what people are fucking dying from. All I know is Black people, we die every day. But a lot of times it's not focused on what we die on. But now, if we just put one fucking blanket on every fucking, oh shit, COVID.
Okay, have a blast. Everybody go. I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Everybody go. Go. Rock. Live your best life. I'm done.
All right. This was awesome.
I got 4% left on my phone.
Okay, well, on that note, again, I'm gonna keep stressing to y'all at home. And Puff Daddy just said,
Puffy sounded crazy.
Chinese Puff Daddy. No, Chinese Puff Daddy. I'm sorry.
Oh, Chinese Puff Daddy. Because our Puff Daddy said some dumb shit today.
Yeah, he's whatever. Chinese Puff Daddy said, "How we gonna?"
No, he said, just don't. He said, don't automatically vote for Democrat. You know, we gotta hold our vote hostage. We can't just keep voting Democrat because that's what we've been doing.
Okay, $800 million man. Shut the fuck up.
But I hear people say that all the time. Like that's cool to say, but
well, that's some 80 shit right now. But anyway, Chinese Puff Daddy said, please mention that only reason people don't want lockdown to end is because the free money people are getting. He said all these lazy people that want to be on lockdown to get free money.
What?
I don't know. I mean,
no, boo.
No.
One time, like, I don't think you'd want to stay on lockdown just for $1,200.
Fuck no.
Yeah, like
whatever. No. Puff Daddy, we don't agree with that.
We love you, Puff.
We don't agree with that. We love you, but we don't agree with that. But we'll bring you on, and you can another time, maybe next week or something, and you can rebuttal whatever the fuck. But Digger's about to fucking, you know.
I ain't leaving. I'm just going to brand. I actually got like 13% left. You got about a good 10 minutes.
It's getting late anyway. I mean, I'm all. I think I've stressed most of my points. Again, I'm gonna keep beating this drum until fucking the skin falls off the drum. Do not trust the untrustworthy. Do not believe the word of a known fucking liar. I don't give a fuck what.
I can agree with that. When they say go, do the opposite. We should stay. They say go, we should stay, y'all. Don't trust them to go when they say go. Ow. Let them go out and see how that works.
Stay inside, go outside, okay?
See how that works.
That mask on, take that motherfucking mask on. Motherfucking,
anybody wear? I want to take the time to shout out everybody who wear glasses.
He's talking about the unemployment. He's talking about $1,000 a week. The people that.
Oh. Yeah, like those. Is that for real? Like they're really getting an extra $600 a week in their unemployment? That's nuts.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking nuts. Shouts out to everybody that wear glasses, whose like glasses are getting all foggy as fucking shit, breathing in the mask. That's some annoying shit.
Yeah.
Listen, you're taking in your own carbon monoxide and shit. You're gonna make your own self sick with that mask. Stop. Only wear it when you have to. Like, stop driving around in your own car by yourself with the mask on. Like,
yeah, see, I don't put the mask on when I have to.
I know they forcing you to wear it when you go in the store. So throw that motherfucker on right before you get in there, and as soon as you get out, take that motherfucker off. But listen, house niggas and house niggas.
Oh,
we getting ready to be out of here. You know, if you don't want to be a house nigga, then, you know, let's do what we got to do. And you know what I mean? let's get free. So yeah, you know, we love y'all. Thank y'all for joining us once again. You know.
Wait, before we go, rapid fire question. Babyface or LA Reid? I said Babyface or LA Reid. I meant
Babyface. Babyface.
Like Babyface really, I mean, trust me, Teddy Riley, he got some shit, but Babyface really made a motherfucker understand who he was.
Yeah.
And the type of shit that he's made. And it was just it was a different level, you know?
Yeah. Babyface. It was kind of nice to see somebody a calmer side of our culture. And Babyface brought the calm side, saying, you know what? We can still be hit. I can throw you some hits, but slow it down. You know what I mean? I like that. That was cool.
But listen, if we're gonna do shit with like Swiss Beats and Timberland is like, you know, brought to you by them, can we like maybe have a practice run before the shit goes on so that we're not like fucking with the sound and shit as we
they are doing that. They are setting up sound checks. I know in the case of Teddy Riley, the first time the one that got shut down because of all the echo and everything, he was simultaneously streaming from his website because he's of the belief that me and my platform needs to be capitalizing off of this as much as Instagram, which I was not mad at, because when I did hear some of the, some clips did surface of it streaming from his site, that motherfucker was surround sound 4K down, baby. Let me tell you. So whatever fuck up we heard from IG, that was whatever. Teddy had his shit rolling for his Teddy Riley.
Guess what? The battle is on IG. So
yeah,
you can't have the shit good one place and everybody else, the main shit stain was on IG. So you gotta make sure that shit is
the next battle, they say it's gonna be Dre and Puffy.
I don't see that.
Right.
I think Dre said he wasn't really fucking with it.
I think it might be, because I saw a thing that it might be.
All right. I got a battle that I proposed, right? And I feel like your man Vlad almost tried to instigate it.
What?
Godfrey versus Ari Spears.
Oh, but we already. Oh, here's the thing.
Godfrey versus Ari Spears in impressions.
No, we already did it on. We did it on. We did it online.
Word?
We did it on line, because Aries was doing his stuff, I was doing my stuff, and I don't know, because I do you guys know Affion Crockett?
Of course, that's the homie.
Affion Crockett, Aries Spears, and Jay Farrell. I've done a couple of lives with Jay Farrell. I've done like
out, man. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he was doing Eddie Murphy. I did Charlie Murphy. He did Kevin Hart. I did Shannon Sharp. He did Will Smith. Dude, I can do Whoopi Goldberg, dog. I did Whoopi Goldberg. Affion did Maya Angelou.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was crazy. We did it the other night. I did Jason Statham, and we were just going back and forth. So a lot of people didn't realize how many voices I had, because those guys are always known for doing the voices. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, I know Vlad keeps talking about asking Aries, so who has the better impressions? I'm like, you motherfucker.
I thought it ended up being a tribute to you almost. It ended up being like they cut to mad at your impressions and shit. I thought it was.
And that's cool, because I was never known for that, but I can do Aries Spears.
Jesus Christ.
I can do Aries. And because Aries saw me and Affion, and Aries.
Do it real quick right now.
Okay, Aries calls me. He goes, yo, God, yo, the other night I saw you and Affion. I was inspired, and I said, I got to get with these niggas. I got to do my voices with these niggas. I did Aries in front of Aries. And I said, nigga, I could do you. And then he wants to challenge me. He has a Paul Mooney. I got a Paul Mooney. So I kind of like was showing people what I could do during this Corona shit. People like, man, we didn't know you could do all these voices. And then Will Packer, you know Will Packer? Mm-hmm. Will Packer saw the competition and put our video on his account.
Dope.
And he said, we got to do a movie with you motherfuckers. I said, that's cool, but don't let this be quarantine talk.
Right.
You know, motherfuckers are talking like Puffy is talking all this humanitarian shit, but wait till this shit's over, you know?
Right. And keep it real.
Yeah. And so, yeah, man. So Aries Spears, I wouldn't mind going online with him and we do it back and forth. It's all good, you know?
That's what's up.
It's all good.
When Will Packer fucking puts together that movie and shit, you pull me in and I'll be the Black Italian.
Yo, shout out Natural Kings. Thanks for that dub. Super chat.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's being brought up. That's kind of cool because it puts me into the light of this motherfucker can imitate people too. You know what I mean?
So. Well, listen, man, and again, like we said, everybody don't need to fucking battle. Like, forget the fact that, you know, like Digger said, everybody shouldn't be doing it for free. Like, everybody don't need the battle. Like everybody's catalog is not that deep and that strong.
Yeah, everybody don't have the 20 songs. Like,
right. So relax your fucking self.
Teddy and Babyface, they could actually went like 30 fucking songs. Some of you niggas ain't making it past 10. Some of you ain't making it past 5. So
well, it wasn't really a battle to me. It's just even Premier said it when he did. Oh yeah, and I can do RZA, guys. I can do RZA too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I did RZA, and them niggas was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, no man, word. This is for the Wu-Tang Clan, huh, man." Bong bong. So I can do RZA too. So I thought DJ Premier said it best. He said, I'm not even a battle guy, but RZA's my friend. And I just want to do this for the culture. I just want to be with my man and just show people, you know, just what hip hop's about. It wasn't really a battle to me.
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration of what we're doing. And another thing I want to say is Black culture. Shout out to Black culture for lifting the spirits of everybody during quarantine, because you see all those people spitting the Biggie rap out of their apartment complex. Remember that?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? There was in Brooklyn, there's these apartment complexes and everybody was rhyming Biggie Smalls, Juicy out the window. And so everybody has been like living off of Black music and Black artists and with these battles and all of it and the Black comedians and we've been killing it. And I'm telling you, and Black culture is what's getting people out of all this fucking depression.
And you know what, Godfrey? The way that we've revolutionized the Instagram platform.
Yes.
The same way we've revolutionized the Technique turntable.
Yeah, it's Black culture, Black people, again, the ones they're trying to get rid of with this virus are the ones that are trying to get everybody out of their oppression. So we're always the ones taking everybody's burden, man.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Oh shit. We about to
all right.
Oh shit! Hello.
Once again,
he couldn't wait to light that firecracker.
Okay, but yeah,
am I in it? I don't know what just happened. You went away.
No, I got erased. I don't know where I am.
Y'all don't see me?
I see
you. Yeah.
You don't see everybody?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I see y'all. I don't see me.
I see you.
I see me now.
Well, listen, we appreciate y'all coming through.
I had a point I was making. before you did that bullshit. Now I'm gonna say we'll keep being the inventors and the creators, but we got to start being the capitalizers too.
There it is. Perfect. Yes.
We're all doing this shit for the culture and uplifting every fucking body else.
Yep.
But
Yep.
we gotta make it. We have to make it a business model now, the way everybody else is.
Facts. That's a good ending. Perfect.
Okay.
Listen, we thank y'all for coming through. We appreciate y'all. If you'd like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen. Yanadameen.com is fucking got hacked and we're under construction right now, right, Rage?
Yes, sir.
We'll get it back together. And all of y'all that hit us on the super chat, we appreciate y'all. Thank you. And shit, once again, for You Know What I Mean, Godcast, I'm Lord Jamal.
I'm Digga.
And I'm Godfrey.
Fact checker Rage.
We just don't do the math anymore, huh?
Let's do it for tomorrow, since we're putting it out for tomorrow.
Okay.
What's tomorrow's date?
Who knows?
Is it the 1st? Is it the 30th? I have no idea. Is it the 30th or the 1st?
30th.
Today's math is 0.
It's the 30th.
Tomorrow's will be Thursday, April 2020.
It's the last day.
April 30th. Okay. Understanding Cipher. Here we go. Come on.
Peace. Today is what? Thursday. That's right. Peace. Today is Thursday, April 30th. Making today's math.
What? Wait. Oh God! I just wait. We all checked up.
Today is Thursday, April 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Making today's math.
Understanding Cipher, all being born to understand it.
Oh, that's right. Understanding is the best part of knowledge and wisdom. It is the crystal clear picture drawn up in the mind through your third eye. A cipher is a person, place, or thing. It is everything that we exist in. This world is a cipher. Your mind is a cipher. You are a cipher. The internet is a cipher. You know what I mean? Your computer is a cipher. A cipher is everything and all things. So we go through the cipher and create another understanding. You see what I'm saying? I am understanding, and my child is a understanding. See what I'm saying? That's the reproduction of me. So we go through the cipher in order to do that. Peace to the gods and earth.
Word.
Peace.
Peace.
And we out. Fact checker Rage. Did you say peace?
Peace.
Peace.
All right.
We out, y'all.
All right.